You might be lacking motivation, or you might be a bit sluggish, and you're looking for enhancer, how to enhance your mood, how to enhance your motivation, and just in general, how to get into a place from where we are productive and from where we are actually can take action and move forward, make good decisions, and so on and so forth. And so the answer, brothers and sisters, whether you believe it, is not coffee. The answer for it is not some super supplements. And the answer for this is not, some kind of a motivational video that you are watching on YouTube. And I'm telling you this because I've been trying all of these methods, all of the, like the pills, all of the caffeine, all of the, prayers, all of that stuff. And they do work, but they are not sustainable. And not only that, but they are not healthy. And so in this video, I would like to address this problem of being sluggish or not having the mood, like having just better days, or, like when the weather is not proper. As you can see, it is freaking raining out here. I'm running shirtless as usual. And so the answer for this question is, again, not any kind of an outside enhancer, but it is inside of you. It is exercising. And the best thing that happened to me is that I started running. And so the best way that I found to actually enhance my mood, and not just only to enhance my mood, is that I just started working out. And let me explain to you how does it work. At least this is my theory. And again, disclaimer, there is no science behind it. Or there might be science behind it, but I will not be talking about science behind it because I'm not qualified to talk about science behind it, okay? So this is my theory, and again, this is just a theory, but it freaking works. It freaking works for me and pretty much for every single people that I've been contacting regarding to this. This is what happens. So for example, I'll be telling you my day so that you can get context, so that you can better understand how this whole thing works, how the process is lined out. So, I'm waking up. I'm feeling sluggish. I don't have the mood for the day. I start working straight. I mean, I was washing my dishes and I started working straight. I just don't have the, like the mood. I have to, figure out some things that I didn't understand from my sales process yesterday. I was almost closing a client, and he pretty much flaked when he just simply quit the call when I pulled off the payment link. So it was like, man, I just simply didn't understand. So long story short, I just had a lot of confusion inside of myself. I woke up like that. I also was fasting, but the point is that I just simply didn't really have the mood for the day. And so I was like, man, I'm just like there is no happiness out there for me. I just feel so sluggish, so no motivated, so on and so forth. And so what happened is that I just simply came out here running. And now after this running session, somehow all those ideas that were floating around in my head, hey, I'm supposed to be figuring out the fulfillment process for David because he's a big client. Then I'm supposed to be, closing Mike. But how am I supposed to be closing Mike? Also, I'm supposed to be sending that. Should I supposed to be including the other ad spend variation in Tony's email or not? All these like ideas that come. Should I supposed to be going back, tomorrow to the city that I've been planning to? Should I supposed to be waiting for another week? All these ideas. And so after running, and throughout running especially, all these ideas just simply are all like, if it's like they are just making shape, I'm just kind of like shaping these ideas. So it's like they just take shape. It's like if I'd be those ideas would become like more stronger and more sharper. Meaning that all of my problems will be solved inside of myself. It is pretty much like meditation. It is like, hey, I have a problem and I just simply have these ideas and all these thoughts floating around. And all of a sudden, throughout this 20-30 minute running session of mine, all these ideas just becoming crystal clear, and I just simply have the solution pretty much to all of them inside of my head. And my theory behind it is that what is happening is that I'm at a place when I'm just waking up. It's like, my brain is just searching for dopamine. My brain is just looking for dopamine. My brain is just like, I have to get something. And so now that I'm doing running, my very first idea, I fucking hate this. Sorry for the language. I fucking hate this. I don't want to run this 10 rounds. Let's just run 5 rounds. I don't want to run the 10. This is what my mind is telling to me. But if I'm able to break this freaking shit through, again, excuse me for the language, this barrier through, at around round 5 or round 6, then my brain just starts to get this over. Hey, this guy doesn't leave. This guy will not leave. So let's get this thing done. And so now this challenge of 10 rounds is getting accomplished, and guess what? I'm getting dopamine. And something special is happening inside of our brains when we are doing something that actually makes sense to us, and we are about to get something done. You know that we will be getting the dopamine. And so throughout this process, somehow all these ideas are just started to line up. They are just become so shiny, and all of a sudden, all these boring things that were boring before just become so exciting. So exciting, like it's like so exciting to figure out the process with Mike and with David. And the idea here is that I do believe that if we are willing to go through something that sucks, and that sucking also evolves us taking into place there physically, aka exercising, then I do believe that on the other end, when we are coming out, then we have more mood for the day, more mood for doing the activities, and so on and so forth. And so my theory behind it is that when we are doing something that sucks, after the sucking, our brain is just getting reset. Because again, perhaps initially basically a barrier to get dopamine, let's say it is here. And so when you're getting that exercising done, you've gone through something that is like super freaking, like you just don't want to do that, that sucks. And your barrier for dopamine will be somewhere like here. And so with that being said, what is happening is that you're pretty much resetting the bar. So the quote unquote boring things become exciting again. And not just only that, but you also got your first dopamine rush. So therefore your brain learns that you can also get your dopamine rush from doing something that actually sucks. And this pretty much sets up my whole brain and my whole day to actually doing the things that do suck. Because again, iterating contracts for clients suck. Working on boring fulfillment processes suck. Figuring out the sales process sucks. It's like, I'm comparing all these things, like going out there and party or going to the casino or, like activities like that. Next to that, to your brain, those activities do suck. They're not high dopamine activities. So this is where monk mode is coming into the picture. This is where working out is coming into the picture. This is where eating in a certain way is coming into the picture. This is why I'm eating mostly 1 meal a day. This is why I'm doing many times fasting. This is why I'm eating keto diet. And this is why I'm pretty much cutting out all the food that could be quote unquote give me unnecessary pleasures. Because every single time when I'm giving unnecessary pleasures to my brain, then my brain is getting used to that, and I'm just simply getting back to this emotional, hey man, just let's push this thing place where I'm not rational, where I'm blowing up, and I'm doing stupid shit. And that is okay to do stupid shit most of the times, but especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're supposed to be doing the things that actually make sense and making as many rational decisions as possible. And I'm not telling again not to follow your dreams and not to be emotional and all that stuff, and not to reward yourself, of course not. But yes, there are days, but bro, there are days you have to grind. Like this is Wednesday, like you have to grind. It's not Saturday. When there's Saturday, when there's Sunday, yes, I might be eating that cake or do something which is not the cake because I'm not eating sugar, but you get the point. And so with that being said, this is how my theory works. And so if you're looking for a mood enhancer, then look no further. Do something that sucks, brother. And if you're willing, and not just do something that sucks in a way that, hey, I'll be trying to work. No. Set up a thing and go through that, because you can only get that dopamine if you're going through the thing that you actually been setting up for yourself. So for example, I've been setting up to run 10 rounds. Okay, if I would have been running 8 rounds, I would have been feeling inaccomplished, and my brain would have been like, man, you suck. You just suck. You're not that good. But now I'm feeling that, man, like I'm good enough. Like I'm going back. I'm getting the process done. I got the mood to set up the Facebook ads and so on and so forth. So this is how I'm dealing with all the days when they are dark, when they are gray, when there's nothing happening for me that day. Okay, this is how I'm going through that. And if you're willing to go through the boring days every single time, and if you're willing to stick to the boring thing, then you will eventually become successful. Just look at me. I've been doing this whole frigging thing through all summer long. I've been doing this thing for more than 5 months now. Very first client closed. I'm closing the second client today. I have, I think, more than 6 deals in the pipeline, and Friday I'll be closing another one for sure. So it's like the ball started to be rolling, and after this, I will have the money to invest it back into theme, hire closers. Like the ball started to be rolling. So in 2 years, or not necessarily 2 years, highly likely in 1 year, I'll be at a place when the business will be running and will be at a place when I wanted that to be. So, and this is again thanks to the boring work, and the boring one could be again thanks for me getting through something that sucks, which is working out, which also builds my physique, builds my condition, mental and physical condition, and also gives me joy, hope, and makes life worth living. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great one. Don't look for more mood enhancers. Go out there running, do workout, love.